At a school in Dallas, Texas, says her mic was cut during her graduation speech because she started naming the names of victims of police brutality, police shootings, and other incidents. Take a look.
3 kids that were murdered in senseless mass shootings. To Trayvon, Tamir, and all the other children who became victims of injustice.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to that video in a second because I hope you caught what happened on the right side of the screen. But that is Rooha Haghar, the valedictorian at Emmett J Conrad High School in Dallas. And she actually says before her speech, she talked to a teacher and her principal who both told her to cut those names from her speech. She said, when I first read my speech to my teacher, I was told mentioning those names will incite anger towards white people, a group which, according to her principal, experiences high levels of discrimination in America. She wrote this statement on Twitter, and so she says that she was told that it was a technical difficulty and that's why the mic was cut out. But you will notice as she points out that her principal makes some sort of a motion with his hand right as, like, watch it, you'll see. On the right side of the screen, right there, her principal is sitting next to her left. Right there, this is right as she starts saying Trayvon Martin.
Wow.
Mike goes, and then he's ready to go, gets up after giving the thumbs up. But a technical difficulty is what they're saying right now. And she was actually asked, why she went forward with this speech in the first place, even after being told don't say their names. And she says, I knew none of the consequences I could possibly face came even slightly close to what the families of the victims have to deal with on a daily basis. And
I'm sure that Steven Crowder, that Dave Rubin, that Ben Shapiro, all of these free speech warriors are gonna come to this young lady's defense because that was her speech, right? She's the valedictorian. She's given an opportunity to give a speech, and all she's doing is listing names of people who have been victimized by police brutality, and she gets her mic cut.
Right.
Where's the outrage?
Where the people who are in my Twitter because of a video we did earlier this week, right now, yelling about their right to be homophobic.
Yeah, sit down,
Right, where are you? I don't hear you on this. Where are you? And of course, the school district put out a statement saying, we educate leaders of tomorrow and encourage student voices, and we're looking into this matter. There's been no comment so far from the actual school or the principal.
If you read her whole speech, I know this issue is horrifying and frustrating, but if you read the whole speech, you are filled with a sense of hope for America. Like the young people will save us.
Yeah.
Because she actually dealt with all of these issues in an incredibly nuanced way, right? She wasn't clumsy at all, and she chose those 2 names for a very calculated reason. She didn't have a list. She published her vetted speech, and she didn't have a list of 50 names. There were no issues that are hotly debated. These are 2 very clear cases that most of America seems to understand, exhibit exactly what she was talking about, and she chose them for a reason. And so, first of all, kudos to her, and second of all, I think we have to think about why and when we're silencing people and fight for them, because that's a voice that obviously needs to be heard. And luckily, Twitter in this case, which can be such a cesspool in your mentions when you do a video people don't like, is her vehicle for forwarding that message, and she's doing a great job with it.
She is. I just think, look, if you're gonna give a valedictorian the opportunity to speak, then let her speak.
Let him speak.
If you trust her enough to give her that platform, then allow her to use that platform to speak her mind. Like, this type of censorship is just so unnecessary and so ridiculous, and it's disheartening to see a person who has a position of power in education giving a thumbs up to cut someone's mic and strip her from the opportunity to speak her mind.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.